All right. Hi, everyone. How are you? Welcome to the second official day of geometry distance learning. I am still going with the super low-tech, high-tech version of recording videos. I may try to find a different way to record videos on my computer, but for now this is working, so I'm going to stick with this. So thank you in advance for your patience as I learn the best way to record videos and send them out to you. All right, so while we have this video open, please take a look at the altitude on hypotenuse day 2 problem set that I posted. We are going to start with a similar triangle table. And so you can see on problem number 1, we have a column with x values, a column with y values, and a column where we have to find a. So you can see here that I've created our large triangle. We have a, b as our legs, and then x plus y, or c, is our hypotenuse there. I've taken my triangle on the left-hand side and I've reflected it and rotated it so that it looks like this. X is a leg, h is a leg, and a is now our hypotenuse because our altitude is drawn to our hypotenuse here. I've taken our right side triangle and reflected it as well so that y is now a leg, h is a leg, and b is our new hypotenuse. So our job right now is to use similar triangles to find a, this value, using only x and y. Using only x and y, okay? So we're given our x values and our y values, and our job is to find a. All we have are x and y. So we need to set up a similarity statement, ratio using x, y, and a. So the very first thing I did, which is what you should be doing too, is separating your triangles into the big one, the left-sided one, and the right-sided one. Now I'm going to take a look at, let's see here, I need a, so I'm going to have to use the big triangle, and it looks like I'm going to have to use the triangle on the left-hand side, not necessarily the triangle on the right-hand side because I don't see an a here. I'm going to have to use x. I see an x here on the left-hand side, and I'm going to have to use y. Well, let's see. I see a y over here in my right-hand side triangle. But I know that here, in my big triangle, c is just x plus y, isn't it? c is x plus y. So I know that here, included in my c, I have a y value. I'm going to ignore my triangle on the right-hand side for now and just focus on the large triangle and the triangle on the left-hand side. So let's set up a ratio. I know that a to x is the same as c to a. And why is that important? Well, c is x plus y. So if I have y, I know c. Here in our first example, x is 9 and y is 4. So if I plug in 9 and 4, I get 13 for a value of c. Now let's see what happens when we cross multiply. If I cross multiply, we know that a squared is equal to x times c. That's powerful because now I have x and I have y. So because I have x and y, I have c. And lastly, I know that if I take the square root of both sides, a is equal to root xc. So there you go. There you have it. I can find a just by having x and y. So let's do our very first example. If x is 9 and y is 14, I know that a is equal to the square root of x, which is 9, times, well, c, which is 4 plus 9. 4 plus 9 is 13. Again, I know c because I know y. So now 9 times 13 is equal to 117. So now I have root 117. Let's see here. Can we divide root 117 by anything? Oh yeah, well, I didn't really even need to do that because I know that 9 is a perfect square. So you could just pull out the 9 there, or you could just say a is equal to 3, that root 9 becomes a 3, times root 13, or 3 root 13. So a now is 3 root 13 if x is 9 and y is 4. Go ahead and try the remaining problems here. 16 for x, 9 for y, 7 for x, 3 for y, 5 for x, 2 for y, 6 for x, 6 for y. And then see what happens when you just generically put in an x and a y. Once you've done that, pause the video, give those problems a try, and then check your work with mine. So pause the video now, give some of those a try, check your work with mine. My work is not always 100% accurate, as we all know, but I'm hoping that you got the same values as I did. I have 20, let's see, root 70, root 35, root 72, or 36, I'm sorry, 6 root 2. And I'm going to go ahead and substitute c back in here. So I have the square root of x times c. All right. Below that question, you'll see question number 2. Use the shortcut to find a in each triangle below. So for part A, 2A, you have essentially the same setup that we have up for question 1, except your triangle has been rotated. So give that a try. Rotate your triangle. See if you can match the formula and give question number 2 a try. Pause the video, give question number 2 a try, and then unpause the video when you want to see question number 2. All right, so here's question number 2. Well, let's see here. We know that, in this case, A is equal to this leg here. A is equal to the square root of 10 times 6. So, 10 times 10 plus 6. Excuse me. So A is equal to the square root of 10 times 10 plus 6, or 16. I see a perfect square here. 16. Root 16 is 4. So now I know that A is equal to 4 root 10. That's it. It's that simple. A nice little shortcut to work through these altitude on hypotenuse problems. So, number 3 is a good one. Give number 3 a try. And then hop down to the next page, on top of that page where it says some shortcut formulas. I want you to write down these formulas, and then you will be off on your own to try questions 1, 2, and 3 on the second page. So, real quick before you go, and we're running out of room here. We'll put it right over here. Real quick before you go, some shortcut formulas for you. If you have a triangle that looks like this, A, B, X, Y, there's your altitude, and there is C. Shortcut formulas, here they go. H squared is equal to X times Y. And again, we're just finding these by setting up ratios with our 3 triangles. So first one, H squared, or your altitude, is equal to X times Y. A squared, what we did up top before, is equal to X times C. And last one, B squared, is equal to Y times C. So if you have X and Y, you can find H. If you have X and Y, by adding X and Y together, getting C, you can find A. And if you have X and Y, use Y and add X to get C, you can find B. So H is equal to root XY, A is equal to root XC, and B is equal to root YC. All right, give questions number 1, 2, and 3 a try. That is all you have to do. 4 and 5 are challenge questions. So just questions number 1, 2, and 3 on the second page a try. That is your problem set for today. Questions 1, 2, and 3 on the second page.